Hey guys, what's happening? This is Full Nation, and today I'm going to give you guys some insight on as to whether or not you should pull for Ash. But before I get into that, guys, I had a lot of requests to test Morrow out here against the new Shizuru event because he does have shock damage. But I got some bad news, guys. I mean, I got this guy at level 90. I don't have any attack capsules, so that does hurt him. I was using this Fest set, which is an enormous set on him. I got his card all level up to level 30. I mean, I got him jacked up pretty good, guys, except for the attack capsules. I'm not going to put attack capsules in him because he's not a character that I'm going to play all the time. Although he is pretty fun, and I do have his Infinity up to level 10. So I'm getting all of his attack buffs and so on and so on. So I have every buff that I can get except those attack capsules. And I'll put up a screenshot right now. You guys can see that he only got down to the 13th bar. I think even with having all those attack capsules, it's just not going to happen. He just doesn't do the damage. So I'm sorry to inform you guys, but you're going to need, a Fest character, one of the Tekken collabs. A lot of people said they were even having trouble with Kazuya. Heihachi's awesome, Geese 14, Orochi Shermie, Ignis. Those are some really great characters. I'm sorry to say, guys, but Morrow, I mean, if you guys want to see that video of him going after it, I can post that up. But it was pretty disappointing, unfortunately. So, let's take a look at Ash. And I'm going to go into the summons here because my Ash isn't fully built. Get off of this. Take a look at old boy. Okay, guys, so should you pull this guy or not? Well, he's got the leadership, a 45% increase to green elements, and he's got a power charge rate by 20%, which is great, wonderful. And this is where it gets interesting. He's got this 12% strike skill attack damage increase, 2.4% crit rate increase, 1050 attack, 30% stun duration increase, 20% burn damage decrease, which is good, 1520 defense increase, which is good because he's a defensive character. And then you got the increased attack equal to 42% of defense for 10 seconds upon attacking a burn, poisoned, or bleeding enemy, which is amazing. And then he gains super armor for 5 seconds when attacked while burn, poisoned, bleeding. So when he gets burned, when he's bleeding, when he gets poisoned, his super armor is going to go into effect, and it's on a 7-second cooldown, which means if you're facing characters that have burn, bleed, and poison, he's going to pretty much have super armor up almost the entire time, which makes him a monster against those types of characters. So this is going to be the thing about this guy. He is amazing against characters that have those effects. But when you start putting him against other really good characters that don't have those effects, then it's a different story. He becomes much more difficult because he won't have super armor. He can be guard broken pretty easily, even though he does have immunity on his first skill. If you're getting guard broken and those characters going into combos, knocking you around, that immunity is going to wear off, and they're still going to be comboing you, and they're going to drain you and destroy you. Whereas when super armor takes effect and they're comboing, you're just going to immediately ignore their guard, or not ignore their guard, but ignore their attacks. You're still going to take the damage, but you're not being guard broken, so you can go straight into your attacks and attack them. It's pretty freaking awesome, guys. Seriously, I mean, when he faces characters with those effects, he is a tremendous monster. But he is pretty difficult to play against other really good characters that don't have those effects. And he's got this nice attack buff on this skill. It's freaking awesome. The second skill gives him a 50% recovery of HP, which is awesome. So again, whenever you're facing like characters that don't have those elemental effects, burn, bleed, and poison, he's still going to have some pretty good survivability between the immunity and the heal. But without that super armor, it does become much more difficult to play him. And he does have another heal on his third skill. And notice that he has 11-second cooldown, 10-second cooldown. So decent cooldowns, especially on his heal skill. That's really nice. And then his finisher, and then his strike skill. So let's go ahead and go into match. I'll show you guys something. Let's go into match here. Alright, go down here. And I want to go in here because it's a lot easier to preview the skill. So what I like to do, guys, is I like to start with that first skill. Get your attack buff, get your immunity up. And a lot of times what happens is the characters, whenever you do that, they'll guard it, which is fine, or they'll dodge. And if they dodge towards you, then you want to hit your second skill and go right into them. Now, in the gameplay that you're going to see, guys, I didn't have much practice at all. I pretty much just jumped in there and started playing. And this second skill is awesome. It's super fast. He does have a small hesitation, but he can be quite a distance from the characters. So here we go. We'll wait a second. And boom, look at that. All the way across. Really nice. Now, it's not super fast when you're that far away, but it does come in pretty handy, especially if you're, like, again, if you're facing characters with all those effects like burn, bleed, and poison. And then this third skill, which is really great because it changes level, starts from the low, goes to the high. Guys, you can pretty much do 1, 2, 3 with this guy. It's really all you got to do. He is, and by the way, something else that you should be using with this guy is his normies. Look at his normie. Watch this. Teleport. Low, mid, high attacks. Very nice. Look at that. That is beautiful. So you definitely want to be using his normies. Absolutely. Whenever characters are in the air. So we'll go ahead and knock a character in the air. Okay. Very nice stuff. Very nice. And this is the special that you're going to be using most of the time because he does have a 5 PG card. So most of the time, he's not going to be able to use his ultimate skill. So keep that in mind. He's pretty vicious. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I do love... It's really funny, but I actually love his normal attacks. Look at the way he sweeps. Does that little sweep with his foot. He does 2 little sweeps with his foot there. That is cool. I'm trying to get this ultimate skill here ready. Oh, I love it. Look at that. And if you notice, guys, whenever he does his normies, he'll kick them up in the air. Look at that. Pretty sweet. And then you have the ultimate skill. And as cool as this thing is, you're just not going to be using that much because it is a 5 PG card. By the time you get up that 5 bars for your power gain, the fight is either going to be won or it's probably going to be lost. But you never know. So guys, let's take you into some PvP action and let's rock and roll. Alright guys, so this is just going to be the Ash show, alright? Otherwise this video would be freaking 35 minutes long. We don't like that. So we're taking on Ignis right now, and he doesn't have any of those elements that we're talking about, so look at what he's doing to Ash. You know, Ash, he's got that survivability from that heal on the second skill. But Ignis is a very difficult character for him to face because of his power, because your super armor is not going to trigger. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I mean he can win against Ignis, but so let's take on this team right here. Wait for this here to get going. Good old servers, man, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, so Leona's not going to trigger our super armor either, guys. Here we go. And there she has her super armor up. And you can see the damage from him, though. He's got some tremendous damage. And by the way, guys, I'm running with that Fest set that you saw on Benny Morrow earlier. That's what I'm running with. I don't even think that's the optimal set for this guy, but that's what I decided to go with. And I do have his special card all the way at level 30, skill level 10. I mean, he's all jacked up, guys. He's ready to go. You know, in PvP, he's going to be at level 90, so he's going to have all maxed out stats. So this is really a good gauge to see how strong he is. But he's super fun to play, man. I love the way he just kind of casually walks around. Kind of reminds you of K-Dash. Pretty cool. I really like it. Come on, come on. Got her. Leona, she really needs a bit of a upgrade, man. So now we're going to take on Orochi. Now watch this, guys. Now Orochi's got burn damage, so he's going to be triggering our super armor. Start with that 1. There we go. And look, he just triggered our super armor. And it's on, guys. He's not going to guard break us. We win our special skill. Look at that damage, man. He will murder. And you see how I went into those normies as Orochi was falling down? That's going to help build your PG as well using your normals. Man, look at that, guys. He just freaking murders Orochi like nothing. Now, Lady Chang, she doesn't have any of those burn, bleed, or poison, so it's going to be a different story with this girl. And she can be a little bit of a pain, but something that's nice about Ash against a character like this is he does change levels quite a bit. And she got to that stun. He does change. To see that third skill, it starts off low and then goes to mid to high, so he could get a hold of her really, really well, burn the living hell out of her. Oh, it's great, great. I love dot effects in this game. Man, they are powerful as hell. Oh, you're done, girl. You're done. So not bad at all, taking down Chang. And actually, the servers don't seem to be too bad as far as lag so far. Not bad at all, guys. Alright, cool. Got that win. Alright, so now check this out, guys. So Morrow has bleed. Watch this crap. This is insane. Okay. So again, we're going to start off with our 1, get our immunity up. And Morrow, there he is. He's going to trigger our super armor. It's up. And we can just come after him. And that's 5 seconds of super armor, guys, on a 7-second cooldown. There he is. We're going to get our super armor again. And you can be very, very aggressive because, 1, you're not being guard broken against these types of characters. You're going to have your heals on your 2nd and 3rd skill. And plus he gets the damage bombs. I mean, from his core effect. I mean, this guy is amazing against those types of characters. Now, against a character like Terry, you're going to see, guys. We got our special. Here we go. Come on. You see that? As soon as after your special, you can go into your other skills while they're coming down. Keep them up in the air. Do lots of damage to them. There, I should have guarded. That was just dumb. And you see how fast that 2nd skill swooped in there? It is beautiful. I love it. And like I said, guys, he has some difficulty against characters. I mean, Terry is a very good character. And he has some difficulty against those types of characters. But again, here we go. Check out, we're going against Morrow. And he'll whoop his butt, guys. He's going to whoop his butt. Morrow, Genjuro, these characters that have these effects, man, Ash is a major counter for them. So you might want to take that in consideration if you're deciding to pull for this guy, because, man, he is strong against them. He is strong. You can play pretty careless, actually, with Ash and still do really well. He's just that good against these guys. Watch, we'll take on Orochi again. Look at that. He just murders him. And look at this guy's like, the hell with this. He just rage quit. He's like, screw this. I'm getting out of there. I'm not even going to fight this guy. And by the way, I noticed that, guys. It's getting some of the people in Championship are getting pretty wise. They're seeing Ash, and they're kicking him out if they're using these characters that have bleed, burn, and poison. It's pretty funny, actually. So we take on Orochi again. And Orochi isn't at the top, really, anymore. I mean, but he's still a very strong, very good character. And Ash just melts him. Yeah, go ahead. Kick me around. Kick me around. Go ahead. No biggie. Get our immunity up. We'll get our heal, and look at this. Yes. And this is what I mean, guys. You can play pretty aggressive. I mean, you can't play, dumb. I mean, you got to be smart about what you're doing. Look at that. Just murders him. Murders him. It's crazy. And I hate to pick on the Sam Show characters, but they are very strong, and it's really nice to see a good counter for them. There we go. Got our super armor up from doing that bleed. Got the stun. And Ash, man, because he's a defensive character, he's got a lot of good defensive stats. He's a pretty tanky character on top of having those heals. Honestly, I think if I'd went with a different set on him, I think he'd be even better. I really do. But, man, he's doing amazing, guys. I'm really, really happy with him. So, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are playing with the Sam shows. So, yeah, it seems like we're kind of picking on him. But believe me, guys, it's not intentional. I love those guys. Come on, buddy. Just waiting for my skills to go cooldown. Here we go. And see how fast, man, that second skill is quick. You time that thing, he just gets in there, knocks them up in the air, you can go into your combos. I mean, he murders, guys. He murders. I'm loving it. Now look, and this is a great test right here, Genjuro, especially because Genjuro has that ridiculous passive where he gets 5 seconds of super armor and decreases damage received by 75% for that 5-second duration. Watch this pecker, man. Come on. See how quick that second skill is? It's nice when you see characters have those fast animations. Come on, buddy. Boom. Dead. Yeah. He's good, man. He's great against those characters. He really is. Leona gives him more trouble than frickin' the Sam Show characters. Not really, though. I mean, honestly, if you just guard, I think you'd be alright. Come on. Woo! Watch out. Got you, girl. Sorry, girl. Had to take you down. Alright, so we got one more battle, guys. One more battle. Alright, so now this will be a fun one here. So we're going to take on Ignis, who doesn't have any burn or bleed or poison. So we're not going to have super armor at all. Yeah, got you, buddy. Got you, buddy. And the thing about Ignis is he doesn't have any immunity. He might have super armor and ignore guard. He's very powerful, but he doesn't have any immunity, which is kind of weird. He really should. Come on. Boom, dead. Burn, got you, buddy. So now poor Rochi's going to get the beat down again. Oh yeah. And see, and that's the thing, guys. Super armor is very, very powerful, man. Especially with a character that has heals like this, and just having it up almost all the time. Like I said, he's so good against these characters. He's just, man, he is. I can't stress it enough, guys. Look at him. He just, and this, I didn't even practice with this guy. I didn't even like. Well, I jumped in championship, put them cards on him, and I just went after it, guys. Yeah. So, pretty easy to play, and look at this. By Gonets. Yeah. Yeah. He is freaking awesome against those characters. Now, guys, I'm not telling you you're going to always win. I mean, obviously, you know, you're playing against other players, and this is real-time PvP, but this is a very powerful character, especially against characters that burn, bleed, and poison. And if that's something that is important to you, you should definitely be pulling for him. He is going to be a monster against those types of characters, but he's still going to be pretty decent against the other characters as well. So guys, let me know what you think about Ash, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.